anaphylactic condition, consult your physician prior to playing Lost Ark.
Your vision when Hello, 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 everybody. We're back again today with something different. Forgot to set my gameplay. And what is this? What is doing this? To make the windows smaller so I can hit the setting button. Okay, there we go. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we are playing Lost Ark. Sticking with a theme that, I just wanted to do something a little bit different today. Playing Guild Wars 2 is a lot of fun, but I wanted to go back to an old favorite of mine. There's a new class, new spec for a class, and then there's a whole other class that I haven't touched yet. I'm playing on a brand new server, so I don't have access to anything from my old account. Not that it's anything crazy, right? If I go back to server select here. Let me click on the Northeast server. We're gonna get a view of I have played this game, just not to the extent that some people have played this game, I have characters. They're all relatively decent, 1300s. Nothing amazing per se, but nothing crazy bad either. But yeah. What is it? I have a character over here, apparently. Oh yeah. My paladin. Just chilling. I call him Bing Chilling. Because that's all he's been doing since I made him Bin Chilling. Anyways, back to... We're playing on North America West today. Yeah, we're doing something new today. I also moved my microphone around. Could you let me know if the sound is too bad? I was hoping that if I moved it, it would, I'd get better sound quality. Move this up a little bit closer to my face. There we go.
I won't try to talk you into changing your mind. I only ask that you behave justly.
Listen up.
Wait, what do you mean always? Is it always too much?
The one is born of chaos.
Into settings, audio, master volume. Let's turn that up. Ooh, voice language. Oh, I can't put it in Japanese. Ooh. Video, audio. Background is 0. Video, auto settings. Alright, looks like I can play on max settings. No motion blur. God, I hate that. Okay. I'm gonna need to move my keyboard due to how I have everything set up now. Okay. Now sound, this might be a little bit too loud. No, mother... Ah!
The forces of chaos are on the move again. The Arks once saved the world from the demons. We need them again. Try opening the Tome of Prophecy. It will show you the path of your destiny.
The Tome of Prophecy. Okay, yeah, see, I was getting ready to change the game down a little bit. Put it on 35 for now, and hopefully that fixes everything. But hi, Triangle Toll. Nice to meet you. Thanks for coming in. Let me know if I need to like adjust my microphone quality, or like like what am I thinking? Sound levels. That's it. Might still be a little too high there. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we're gonna give this Soul Eater a try, because I like big sights. I don't know why. I love them. Okay. I turned my microphone volume up some. Maybe that'll help. But welcome, Triangle Toll. I appreciate you swinging by. I take it you're a long-time Lost Ark player?
May Regulus bless the path you've chosen. You will now take your first step in the quest.
I remember back when this game first came out, we called it Press G to Win Simulator. Honestly, the overwhelming sadness of grinding almost single-player main story of Lost Ark until letting me do stuff with other players broke me. Yeah, I could see that
Look
being a
alive,
huge
scrubs.
issue.
We're here.
Like, when the game came out, it was, like, super popular, so there was a lot going on. I felt the same way when I tried the Japanese server. Like,
Pride Home is next, so please
it
don't
was
get
literally
off
just
just
me.
yet.
Oh, I see.
We are going to take
It was
off.
literally
once they
just
can. Let's
me
go.
by myself. Okay, a little bit more.
We're finally
Okay.
here.
I think it's because of where I have the microphone. Let's try and
Hey, you. Come
move
here
it
for
a
a
little
sec.
bit closer to me. I gotta remember how to skip story. So much
Rough
going on.
voyage, huh? It'll come in handy soon enough. Equip gear from your inventory.
Okay, you're gonna. Okay, there we go. What do I think is though? I know there's a way. Okay, there it is. Big button that says skip prologue. That's right. Oh, well, what kept you from being able to do most of the content together? Was it like a time thing, or just you guys couldn't do all the content because of how hard it is? Of course they've got an event going on. Cause like I had my whole WoW, like my whole World of Warcraft guild was with me when I first started this, and they all dropped out because of a new WoW raid tier hopped in. I kept playing, but oh yeah, I forgot about that. Like I said, I played all the way up to like endgame by myself, and then like my guild mates never actually ended up doing content, so it was just me by myself. So I guess I just learned to play this sort of like a single player game up until you get to end game, and then you gotta deal with the people that are like, I spent $5,000 on my character, and then you're like screwed. Oh cool. Power pass. I think that makes me max level, I don't remember. Game really likes to hit you with the stuff. I can't claim that. You do not. I have plenty of inventory space. It's the fact that I've already claimed it, I think. So it just doesn't let me do that again. Oh yeah, anyways. Pop that in. Open the currency. Just stuff that I can't use yet, that's always fun. Here we go again. Yeah, lots of stuff in here I can't use. Shift left click. Alt right click. Okay. Honestly, the game can be really fun. I think the biggest toss up for me though was the end. Like end game was just Maybe let's try changing a setting. Okay. Sorry if it sounds so interesting. I've got somebody helping me determine audio quality while I'm playing, and they're giving me like instructions on game sounds and stuff like that being a little too high. I just recently moved my microphone to a different spot, so I was trying to get better audio quality. Let's put it that way. Anyways.
I hear a famous priest is arriving today.
But yeah, I don't know how often I'm gonna play, but if you did feel like playing, I am on NA West.
They say he can heal any illness.
They say he
I heard he's
travels
coming
I'll
here to
probably make
search
this
for
a thing
something.
a couple of days out of the week to play on. I've been playing a lot of Guild Wars 2 for the story.
He just passed by. Where is he?
Maybe we'll just turn this down a little bit more, because I don't really need to hear much of anything.
Is that really him?
He looks far too young.
Thank you for saving me. Are you headed to Brideholm?
Up in the wagon, son. We're going on an expansion.
So, what business do you have in Brideholm? Oh, you're searching for the Ark. You know, most people believe the Ark is a myth. Truth be told, I'm also looking for the Ark. I hear there
I
is a
did
stone
like though
tablet in
how
this village
challenging
that
I found the
contains
content, like whether it be like soloing
What's
dungeons and whatnot. I
a
always found that
coincidence.
fun.
Perhaps we could travel together and see.
But like the end game gear grind was not exactly a favorite.
Hang on! No!
Also coming from a long standard of like games that move with the WASD keys, I can honestly say it's a bit much to get used to like having to do the point-click movement.
Oh no, they followed me all the way here. Watch out, here comes more.
Oh, they're dead now. See, I'll be honest with you, I've never played Dark Souls itself, but I played a lot of,
I think that was the last of them.
what was the new one? Elden Ring, that was it. I played a lot of Elden Ring.
My goodness.
I don't know, I
Are
don't
you not
necessarily
hurt?
think that I am cut out for that type of game. I think I spent 45 plus minutes trying to fight that giant horse guy at the very beginning. I did finally beat him, but like, who does that? I feel like that's like a weird challenge to set for yourself. I can also say that I have confidently only ever played LOL once in my lifetime. It was back when the game first came out, and people were very toxic already. Having never played a MOBA in my life, I had no idea what I was doing.
Feel the warmth of
And
the
it was
light.
terrible. Like, I'm talking like,
Be healed.
people told me that I should go die, and they hoped I got cancer, and a lot of like even nastier things were said in the one game of LoL that I played.
Thank you so much.
That's incredible.
So I kind of uninstalled and never went back.
Anna's wounds have healed.
Oh, it's you again. You're here. Father Varut, this adventurer saved my life.
So that was you.
Make way!
I sense goodness in them.
Death itself is here.
This adventurer also seeks the Ark.
Oh, is that so? Then we have much to discuss.
I think I figured out how to beat that thing too, since you go back and fight him later, and then like on another playthrough I was
Is
able to
this
beat him
the tablet?
in the start. It's a whole lot of dodging for sure. I've never been good at the whole parry thing, so I focused on my dodge game.
No one really knows how the portion of the stone tablet disappeared.
But yeah, I've been seeing things on, every time I load up Steam, it tries to get me to play Lost Ark. So I thought, you know what? I'm gonna reinstall it. Give it a shot. If not, for just a little bit. Stop telling me that I have that found its back. I claimed that on my very first character. One thing I am a sucker for, though, skins. If the game's got a good skin set, that is my biggest trap. Except that right there is awful. I look like Catwoman in Candy Cane. I don't want that. I'm just looking. Why does everything include hot pants? See, that looks cool. There's, why is there no... Oh, that's what it is. Okay, never mind. Now it shows up. I like looking like this. Although I gotta admit, that weapon, if they took the bow off, it would be so much cooler. Oh. See, like I said, brand new to Souls games, so like it was never in my mindset that I could parry things. And I know I made a lot of people mad, and they told me that I played my... What is that? That's... What? That has to be yen, and it's just showing up in dollars, because there's no way. Well, that's cute. Oh my. That being said, don't I have a mount? Character? Oh, I don't have access to that yet. What's my universal? Okay, I don't know what those are, but we're gonna claim them anyways.
It's almost.
But no, I played a mage build in when I played Elden Ring, and that made a lot of people mad. Well, in my friends group anyways.
You can mount a horse by using the mount inventory. You can mount up even quicker if you register it to a quick slot before using it.
Okay, I know that I swear to God I have a mount. Did they make them character back? With the goggles. Well, now I look like a Korean player. How do I turn that off?
Lovely weather we're having today.
Oh no. I don't remember anything about this game. Oh, that's cool. I can't say that I ever, like I said, I've never played the other games because it just didn't, wasn't up my alley per se. Okay, turn that off. Mostly because I watched a neighbor of mine play Dark Souls 3 or 2 a lot, and he was like, I'm on new game plus 30 or something like that, and it was like, why? Seriously though, I need to look into that real quick. I could have swore that I bought a mount to play with a friend a couple of times, and I don't know why it's not showing up on the character even though it's the same server. So I'm gonna look at that real quick. But no, kudos to you. That's a major skill to learn. I've never been one to like have that type of timing. Really? I thought I had a mount. What happened to the mount? They must have all been on my other server, so that's a big no-no from that, I guess. No cool-looking death horse for me to ride. And I'm not gonna buy anything. Not for now. I think it's a smart option for me to stay away from the store.
It's almost time for the service.
So no, I guess I might have to give Elden Ring another try though. I mean, I beat the game, but I can't say that I'm exactly skilled. For sure, cannot say that
We
I'm
will
skilled.
protect this place.
We did the whole Alt V thing. It's gonna make me do the quests in order.
Lovely weather we're having today.
How do you like that home adventure? Thank you for saving Father Armin.
I don't think that okay, it's gonna say that I've already collected those. I suppose so. I think my biggest problem was that, like, sometimes there's just too much going on, and I spaz out a little bit. And I think that that isn't exactly a good thing when it comes to, parrying things. Okay, it's gonna make me do the quest first.
May Regulus watch over this soul.
Anything exciting going on today?
Yeah, your flowers. Okay, apparently that just auto-completes now. The one? Oh, okay, cool.
So, got any news?
So outside of Dark Souls and League of Legends, what do you find
The
yourself
other
playing
half
the
of the
most?
stone tablet in the cathedral? I didn't even know it was half a tablet to begin with.
The stone tablet in the cathedral? Oh, the slab engraved with something about the Ark, right? Kinda naive to believe a made-up story like that.
Oh, you're an adventurer looking for the Ark.
Lovely weather we're having today.
Why you want to act like that? Why you play hard? Why you play hard?
Let's see if there's a...
Good job. Every time you fill out the tome, the association will reward you.
You know, maybe.
The piece of tablet? What? Are you seeking the Ark? You're like Rudin.
I'm kind of tempted.
Do you require assistance?
Okay. We're gonna call me in that first. I'm switching over to my other server so that I have access to my cool horse. I really like. I paid money for that. I'm gonna use it. So I apologize. That some people are gonna have to watch a little bit of the same thing over again, but less pausing this time. Ah, it was on Carta, wasn't it? So we'll switch over to Carta. I've got this unlocked. We're gonna speed run character customization real quick. Gonna go for the innocent look. Pretty good. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe the eyes are too close to her hair color. Put that. Unfortunately, you can't change the colors of these ones. So we're gonna go. Where is it at? Skin color. Get a more tan. Yeah, there we go. There's the issue. LOL with all of my heart, though. I play a mix of everything, honestly. I still have PlanetSide 2 sides. Wow, that's a callback. Death Stranding. See, I got... Ooh, see, like, the whole sci-fi space sim theme was kind of fun. I got really heavy into No Man's Sky when it first came out. I haven't played a lot of it since the recent stuff. Ah, apricot. Okay, that works. Ah, it's already taken. We could do it the Japanese way, which is like apricot. Except for it be apuricato. Which I don't think this game will let me make my name Japanese. Hold on. Might have to tap out real quick. It does not. Damn, that sucks. Huh. What to do? Naming is always the hardest part of anything that was either popular or is popular. Because so many people just take up names. Or a noodle. Okay. Square troll. That's wild though, like, you always think that you have something unique going on, and then somebody was like, wait, I've got it! That name is amazing! And then you were just a little tardy to the party, and yeah. Alright, moldy beer it is. Or moldy beer. And we're gonna spam through all those little questy bits at the beginning we did real quick like. Really like a lot of the artwork for this game though. Like the artwork is amazing in Lost Ark. It's just the end game, my guy, could use a little work.
The forces of chaos are on the move again.
Don't worry, they've been on the move.
The Arks once saved the world
I've just
from the
been in a
demons.
deep slumber.
We need them again.
Also, I kind of wonder like where they pull the character from that you play. Like, they just pick you up randomly, like in The Sims?
It will show you the path.
Just some kind of god swooped down and grabs you out of the middle of nowhere, and you're like, what? You just be standing there like, what? Huh? What did it? Remember Steruka? Mata kuka. だったら俺はかっこいいと思ってかな。Listen, like I said, the content is fun. It's the gear grind at the end of the content. So, like, have you ever played Black Desert? And how they have their upgrade system for your gear, and how it's really like RNG based. Well, I feel like Lost Ark takes that times 1,000. Because I mean, it's a Korean MMO, air quotes on the MMO part, but like Korean MMO. They're known for two things: being grindy as fuck and being paid to win.
Bring your things. Ride home is next, so please don't get off just yet.
But like I said, the end game content itself is really challenging and fun. story's really good too. It's
I hear a
just
famous priest is arriving today.
like
I've heard of him too.
like I said, I hate having to gear
They
up.
say he can heal any illness.
Yeah, that.
They say he travels.
It's that whole like, oh, your gear disappeared, or you like downgrade, and then you have to go grind for 3 weeks to get enough materials, or you could be like the people that actually do succeed and bring out the credit card.
Is that really him?
And I don't know about you, but I have a lot or enough credit card debt that I don't need to be like going into more credit card debt for a video game. I'm not that big on like pay to win grind. I'm just a sucker for skins.
Thank you for saving me. Are you headed to Brightholm?
Like, I'm stupid and I've spent
Thank you for saving me.
an abominable amount of money, I would call it, on skins in my life.
So?
Like, full transparency, in Black Desert, I think I paid $458 for just cute outfits to make my characters more fun to play, or like visually appealing.
Oh no. They followed me all the way here.
Yeah, my ping is atrocious.
Here comes
Come on, Armin. You're slow.
I think that was the last of them. My goodness. Are you not hurt?
Like, but yeah, no, it's exactly what the end game looks like.
I heard he's healing folks.
So real quick, like actually, I'll go over gold earning characters. That's a new button. Do this real quick so I can show you. Like I don't think I have any materials to do that, but I can show you what the system itself looks like. Unfortunately, in this character, I never unlocked the pants cosmetic that was a part of their battle pass, per se. I think they called it like a power pass or something like that. I don't know if it's still a thing. I would assume so. Yeah, see, I'm in the same boat. I'm super hyped for, what is it called? Nightingale. It's like a steampunk, like interdimensional travel survival game with like fantasy and sci-fi elements. Seems really cool. I have another buddy.
You're back.
Who I occasionally stream with, who wants me to
There
play.
are matters that need your approval. You can go check them in the office.
There's a game coming out at the end of this month. I forget what the name, Enshrouded, I think it is. It's another one of those like fantasy steampunky, or not steampunky, but fantasy type games. Survival. Where are my songs at? Sheet music. They changed everything. Like you used to have access to your hotbar down there. But I've never heard of Falling Frontier. I'm actually gonna give that a look. Yeah, I think it was one of those really niche games, right? Like, if you didn't know about it, you didn't know about it. And I came across it at random on, I think, YouTube. And I've just been waiting ever since. Okay, so here's one of your endgame zones. God, it's so laggy. Okay, anyway, so you have Guardian Raids, which is like how you get some of your materials. And you can see there's item level requirements. And then you have like raid level 2, 1340. Then 3 is 1340. Or no, sorry, item level requirements are right there. Never mind. It's like 805, and then 1250. And they're all like harder versions of the same bosses. And then you have here, which is the only stuff that's actually worth grinding for, is like the end game stuff. So you have these stones are like what you need for upgrades. Then you have the rings, like accessories, which have quality to them, which determines how strong your stats are, which is another issue in itself. And then like you have engravings. Engravings go on stuff. Runes go on stuff. Ah, okay. See, I've never been amazing at like the RTS genre. Like as a kid, I played a lot of Warcraft 3. Is there a code over there? Just show you what like the end game stuff looks like here real quick. At the upgraders. It's been so long since I've looked at any of this stuff, to be honest with you. Looks like I don't have anything skill transferable. Quality upgrade, here you go. Okay, nothing for upgrade there. Honing, that's it. Here we go. Here's the nightmare. Special honing, I don't know what that even means. So then you add an item here. And as you can see, it has an upgrade percentage. Yeah, see, I was too late to the party for StarCraft. Like when I heard about StarCraft 2, like was when a lot of people were like super great at the game, right? And I've always been more of like a fantasy person. I do like sci-fi, don't get me wrong. But I've always been more inclined to be into the fantasy genre. So if you look at it, you got the one type of currency you need to grow to like hone, another type of currency which is gained from stuff that you need to hone from Guardian raids. And like here it says Guardian raids, Chaos dungeons. And then you have like these fusion materials, which are also necessary. Oh, real quick here, I'm getting a text message. Real quick. I guess the music is still a little loud. We're gonna get that a fine tune real quick. It's a little hard to fine tune because it's like at the bottom of the volume level, so maybe if I turn that down, that'll help a little bit. But yeah, now as you can see, 3 currencies just for upgrading a piece of gear. And then it's like the same for weapons. And like then they tell you over here, like you can get up to level 20. And that's the plus to your stats that it'll give you. But this right here, there's compilations of this crap all over the place. That'll just like tell you that like honing in this game is terrible. See, and these are crafting. Yeah. It's not a fun experience per se, not at all. But like I said, the end game content, phenomenal. I love the challenge that you get from like the dungeons and the raids and stuff like that. Chef's kiss. It's right up there with WoW. Like I love WoW's raiding. I like how you have to have a group of people come together to do something. That's super fun. The logistics of it are hard though. yeah, it's a huge money sink, and they'll be like, well, it is possible to do it entirely free to play. But the issue is, how much time do you have? Because a lot of it is time gated. Like, you can only do so many of one thing a day, and then you have to wait for it to recharge. Sort of like a mobile game, where it's like, oh, you have energy, and you gotta wait for that energy. But except it's like access to the dungeons and the raids. And some of those raids are like weekly, so you can't just spam raids. Well, I mean, you can spam like some of the raids, like Guardian raids you can't. But like you can do like the story dungeon raids over and over again, but you don't get gear or any currency for them, I don't believe.
Oh, it's you again.
One sec, gotta take my meds.
Father Varud, this adventurer saved my life.
Oh, so that was you. I sense goodness in that.
This adventurer also seeks the Ark.
Oh, is that so? Then we have much to discuss.
Move out of the way. I have to go talk to the weird priest.
Is this the tablet?
No one really knows how the portion of the stone tablet disappeared.
Alfie. It's not gonna show me that. It doesn't even give me access to that. Do I have any pets? No pets on this account. Okay, cool. Anyways. So I stick to Warframe. I can spam whatever I want, however long I want, except for the few gated things that are too stressful to spam anyways. That's fair. Warframe, which might sound blasphemous to some people, always felt like playing,
You can mount a horse by using the mount inventory.
It always felt like playing kind of like Destiny, even though I think that it was out before Destiny was. Yeah.
It's almost time is a blessed
weather we're having today.
Let's see if there's a...
What is it?
Anything exciting going on today?
See, and now I'm playing on a terrible ping just so I can ride my fancy horse. But aesthetics are everything in an MMO. Well, in my opinion, which is not a valid opinion. Don't listen to me. Don't spend money on games. Outside of maybe buying a game. But don't spend to win in a cash shop.
Pride Home is a city rich with religious history. The lion statue in the village square honors the priests who...
Although they do have a thing coming out from the developers of... the developers of Warframe have that, what was it called, Soulframe coming out? Which, that might be right up my alley, considering it is a,
Anything exciting going on
yep, losing my mind here. A fantasy version, basically, of Warframe. But then you also have Light No Fire, which is the people from No Man's Sky are doing a fantasy game. Exciting to me. Again, I already did that. I hate how the quest makes me use the basic, yeah, Soulframe.
Lord of all gods, please watch over us.
Oh wow, yeah, that makes sense. I imagine that made a lot of Warframe players really mad. Which, I'm sorry for that. As a fantasy fan though, I'm always super hyped. Having more options for me is always fun.
Nothing to report.
Oh, you're
Like I said, I got really into No Man's Sky. That was my sci-fi.
The other half of the
I like the whole
stone tablet in the
space
cathedral?
sim
I
thing.
didn't even know it was half a tablet to begin with.
What was that? I tried Elite Dangerous, but that game just felt awful to me. Like the whole it takes hours to fly in space. It's not very intuitive. It was like really
The stone tablet in the cathedral?
complex to learn, which is that's fun in itself. But at the same time, that was kind of
story like that.
not the best new user experience per se.
Oh, you're an adventurer looking for the Ark.
This new player crap sucks. I haven't done this in over a year, and it's still not on my list of things that are fun to do. So we'll just spam the G key until everything disappears.
Good job. Every time you fill out the tome, the association will reward you.
So what does that exactly mean? Like that the islands grow distant from one another? Like I said, I've probably played maybe an hour of Warframe total.
Please tell us
A piece of tablet? What? Are you seeking the Ark? You're like Rudin. Did you find anything special? You'd think if there was a clue to the Ark there, someone would have found it already.
I wonder what Neria is doing.
Like honestly, maybe I'll have to give Warframe another shot. I know it's a lot of people play that game. But something really stuck out to me was how much cosmetics cost, sort of like in Path of Exile. Like for some reason, wanting to look cool must cost a lot of money for some things. And I never quite understood why it needed to be an arm and a leg for things. What is it? Roster, nope. Adventure, sheet music, that's it, F2, okay. It's gonna make me learn it.
The stonemasons of Log Hill might be able to help.
Our prices are better than the other store.
I'm definitely gonna have to look up a build guide for this.
Cursed wagon breaks down so easily.
But I got a cool big ass site, that's what matters.
Bless you all.
I don't even give a crap about how content viable this class is.
Those toxic claw robbers have increased in numbers.
If you're talking about the missing piece of the tablet in the cathedral, I don't know where it is either. Why do you need it?
Check the first relief card. Will do, sir. Yeah, but
long ago, a horde of demons invaded the mortal world.
We're just a little confused about what you meant by the content islands grow even more distant from each other. It's is it a gear thing or an upgrade thing, or is it just that you have to pay for anything, or is it just them coming out as less frequent content releases? I'm gonna go with less frequent content releases. It makes sense on my end.
The war was so terrible, even the gods wanted no part of it, leaving the people.
And 3 open worlds, which are just MMO side quests and some world bosses, and now you have an entire new roguelike game mode where most of your progression doesn't matter. Oh, well that just sounds awful. It sounds like they tried to throw everything that they wanted to make in different games into Warframe. I can't imagine that being great for like the average player. Now maybe like a Warframe player. And I imagine there's a whole crop of players or like content creators that have stemmed around that entirely. Because people like the whole progressing without actually having to like do any of the old grind. Lord already knows if you've done a game so many times, you hate starting over. But I mean, I'll ask from your perspective. Yeah, okay, that's what I kind of thought. It just seems like it's just stuff to string players along. Like, hey, we released content. It might not be the content you like, but it's there.
The stone tablet of the key? You mean the slab moved out of East Oratory?
But I'll ask you this as a person who, and I'm assuming you enjoyed the game, and it's not like just like a hate relationship like you have with League of Legends. Is it fun? You don't get to skip the grind, you can just play this exact mode without engaging in it, and you'll still suck in it because you don't have the things people grinded for. Ah. I imagine then at some point that's where the cash shop comes into play. Because then you don't have to worry about the grind, you can just spend a bunch of money.
Look for the remnant.
Okay, so you have another hate relationship with Warframe, I assume.
Thank you for your help. Please tell all what happened.
See, I like to have what I call Warframe is open premium currency market. You can easily grind stuff and sell it to paying people for premium currency and buy skins and whatnot with it. Well, that's fun. But I imagine it takes a long time. I mean, I could be wrong. Like I said, I know nothing really about Warframe other than like the first couple of missions you go on.
Don't let your guard down.
Those damn toxic claw robbers ganged up on the guards.
Those toxic claw robbers have increased in numbers.
See, having everything F2P is a huge selling point, I imagine, for a lot of people. My only issue is that I would enjoy the game and then be mad at, like, what you said about the content islands and stuff. Oh, that's pretty cool. What exactly do you mean by prep, though?
I was gathering information about the recent movements of the grave robbers. Please tell us if there's a problem.
Lord of all gods, please watch over us.
But, you know, maybe I'll give it a chance. It could be fun.
I heard the guards there got their hands full. Is that why you came to pick up the supplies?
I'm always looking for something that'll hold my attention, at least for a little bit. You know, massive ADHD over here.
These supplies may not be enough. I've just finished studying the grave robbers.
Those toxic claw robbers have increased in numbers.
Find the tablet at all costs. Fail this, and we're all dead men. Take everyone to Log Hill and search. If you find the tablet, stash it in the hideout.
According to this note, the ones who are looking for the tablet will have a meeting at their hideout.
I did some other activities before. You can already have some leftover things you need for the grind, thus shortening it. Oh, okay. Well, I guess that makes sense. It's almost like planning without planning ahead. Okay, I'm gonna go somewhere else. I'm gonna go there. Okay. You know, looking back, I can't believe I spent $20 on a horse.
This is where Owen saw. It can be dangerous, so be prepared.
Got a feeling something is hidden around here somewhere.
But no, I'm a huge sucker for MMOs, so. But I guess my major question is, would you recommend playing Warframe? Oh, I'd really appreciate it. Although, I think I'm doing something wrong because, like, my alerts aren't showing up. Which is weird to me. I don't know if it's like a delay issue at this point. I appreciate the follow though. Thank you for coming around, Triangle. I wonder why this isn't showing up. Which is weird. Huh. You know, a quick question for you. Did an alert show up for you on your side of things? I'm still new to a lot of this, so why is that so small? Okay, that's a test, but the sound didn't play, first of all. Why is this gotta be so hard? Font settings. Just going to change that font size down. That's wild. Why are there no alerts? I'll have to look into that. I apologize. I thought that I had this all set up and it'd be a fun experience. Like I did all this work to make things happen. I'll start with that one. But like, that's crazy. Don't get it. See, that's working. When I test it, it shows up. I don't know why it's not actually working for followers. I'm going to have to work on that off stream. I apologize. I really do appreciate your follow though. I'm just kind of sad that I wasn't able to show off my hard work. There's gotta be something on the Twitch side of things. But no, I'll definitely look into playing that. I might, I have some things I gotta do tomorrow before I can stream again. But I'll probably set Warframe on to install and give it a shot tomorrow just to see if I like it.
grave robbers wrote. We've located the object in Colshan.
Although I'm kind of curious about something, Triangle. What made you stop by today? Oh, hello, Shimon. How are you today? Welcome to the channel. Or if I may be so cringy to say, Yokozo minasan, kono nemuri no mori da. How are you today?
Are you saying the grave robbers are looking for a piece of the tablet in Pride Home Cathedral?
Let's go over and get this guy's beehive quest real quick. This weird honey addict guy. Oh, it's okay that you understood nothing. I apologize. That's not my thing. I'm glad that you're doing good. Oh, thank you. It's kind of sad to be at the lowest on the totem pole, but I mean, you gotta start somewhere, right? I can't compete with the as they call it over here in Japan, the moe moe, or like dere dere girls. And I'm glad you're doing well, Shimon. I appreciate you stopping in. I'm doing pretty good. You know, today's my day off from work, so you know, I'm having fun. I like to stream just for, you know, well, I like to think of it as pushing past my barrier of social anxiety. That's why I kind of started the whole VTubing thing, so that like I'm not quite comfortable putting my face on the internet yet. I feel like at some point maybe I will, but at the moment it's still kind of scary for me. But I'll definitely like take anybody's recommendations for games or anything like that.
Useless porters.
I like playing new things.
The ruins in Kolsch Forest are overrun with Toxiclaw robbers.
To the forest. And I apologize ahead of time. Oh, what do you guys recommend? Are you gonna tell me Naraka Blade Point? Or is it Guild Wars? What is it, Enola? It was Guild Wars, of course it was. Trust me, I'm enjoying the story. I just wanted to try something different for the day. And where are you from, Triangle, if you don't mind me asking? And I'm in the same boat, Shimon. I played a lot when the game first came out, and I just kind of fell off because of the endgame gear grind. Also, aren't you at work, Enola? Are you slacking to come visit? I'm not mad, I appreciate it. Also, how was your Naraka stream? I know I stopped by for a little bit, but I had to go do adult things. Oh, it is lunch. Yeah, that's fair. I think that's just because you're too based, bud. Ah. I don't know. I had a Russian classmate when I was in my Japanese language school, and I worked with a Russian girl at a bar for a little bit. But I've never had any like hate relationship with any country, to be honest with you. I think a lot of our issues stem from poor management skills, I think. Like any job as well.
Hunk of rock. You're too late. I already gave it to the boss.
I feel like
you'll never get it.
A lot of people that live outside of their countries find out that like a lot of people hear a lot of different things about where they're from, and it leads to
is far too powerful to be human in origin.
I guess hate.
We must find whoever these robbers are working for.
I can't say that it's probably that fun to live there right now, though. But do feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. But what was the word I was thinking of? I think the only thing I can remember. What is the fast pass, by the way? But triangle. I think what I'm thinking of is Stritsvutsya. I probably butchered that, just like I do when I try to speak Chinese. I'll definitely look into the fast pass, though. I'm assuming it's somewhere in the shop.
You useless porters.
Oh. I'll have to look into that. It doesn't show up anywhere on like the main area that you can see. Addicted to delight. That's funny. Mayhem Shadow. Can I not apply that? Requirements. Legion Raid Inferno. Clear Midnight Circus without anyone. Okay, that sounds terrible. Let's do Inherited Demon. Oh. Where is it located at? I got something. I got this power pass. Is this what you're talking about? Yeah, I apologize for that. I was trying to say, I think it's hello, but I cannot do the Russian talk. That being said, it's everybody in the world calls it Russian. Do Russians have another name for it? Is it like? I remember seeing like a YouTuber talk on Omegle, and he used the word Peruski a lot, but I could be wrong. See, I've done the story, but I'm also wondering if, for the sake of the stream, if it's like, if I should use it or not. I know a lot of like the content is really long, especially when you get to God, do I have a world map yet? I think it's Rohindel or yeah, Phaeton. Absolutely hated that. The word for why. You know, see, that's pretty easy in Japanese. It's just nande. Or if you want to say something like why this, you could like, or like why are you doing this, like nande kore. Ah, that's sophisticated. Wow, that I would understand. I apologize for butchering your language.
Toxiclaw robbers have their hideouts set up.
But it's fun meeting people from different countries. I love it.
Along the path.
Also, Enola, how did you meet somebody from Russia? Did you like sign up for one of those old like joke websites? I remember those used to be like the butt of jokes for a while, where like the Russian mail order bride thing. I never thought that was actually real though. Also, do please keep things civil. I like to think we are all more than our countries. That being said though, like all that ever reaches like the west side of the world when it comes to Russia are, I would assume, stereotypes like Adidas tracksuits. I'm doing great, Shimon. I'm meeting all these new people to talk to. I like meeting new people. But give me 2 seconds, guys. I gotta BRB. Okay. We're back. It's a huge bummer that like all our countries just can't get along. I find it mostly has nothing to do with like 90% of the people who live in these countries. Most of us just want to be friends. Meet new people, gain an outside perspective on life. Also, Enola, when are you gonna carry me through Living World Season 1? How did you manage that? People are gonna think you're a little odd, bud. Also, I really hope that those rumors are true, Triangle. Why did you have it stacked weird, my guy? Have you enjoyed too much Sweet Leaf on your break, my guy? Oh, don't worry, I'm not too worried about being knowledgeable about lore, but I haven't actually seemed to catch low online in a while. I mean, I had a lot of free time over the holiday break from work, but I don't think that his normal alive person schedule matched up with mine too well. Oh, these potions aren't great. Listen, bud, your vampire hours are my normal life. Oh? What would that be, Triangle? Like, I'm curious to know.
I hope you've brought me some good news. For your sake.
Yes.
What planet is that? Ah, Earth.
So this is the key to
I think I've been there once.
the Ark. The rest is in that cathedral. Perhaps it's time I go on a holy pilgrimage of my own.
Boss time. dead boss. Let's go. Got purple gear from that. Let's go. Also, are those potions better than what I have? Normal healing. Oh, they are. So pop those into slot real quick. Oh wow. That's definitely like some very old style English. How does the idea of blank strike you? I think some people would still use that phrase. I think it just depends on the context of the situation. I imagine I very much sound that way when I speak Japanese to people. Being that I only speak at the level of a child. There's so many words, and I imagine English is like that for many people. So I definitely wouldn't feel too bad about using that phrase, because I feel like a lot of people would still use it. It just wouldn't fit with the younger generation, I suppose. Anola sees himself as a bit of a fancy man, don't you, bud? Would you use that phrase? Like I said, I don't get a lot of chances to interact with people outside of my work people. Ah, I suppose that makes sense. I feel like I've felt that way before trying to make Japanese friends. Because I was taught from school, they taught me a lot of like textbook Japanese, right? So like it's stuff that doesn't exactly get used anymore. So I definitely confuse a lot of Japanese people when I like talk sometimes.
Thank you. Root, who's still inside the cathedral?
That, and as some of my friends would put it, I'm hella stupid. Oh look, LOL's on. Go in and save people. Go into the burning building and save people. Gotta remember I'm on task here.
Demons have invaded.
But no, back on what I was saying, Triangle, did you guys have a lot of like access to did you grow up watching like American cartoons at all? Like did those get translated into the Slavic languages, or like was there a huge embargo on like American stuff in general?
I knew you'd come.
You know, I kind of feel that way in America too. Like, I feel like we're not, in school at least, given a greater opportunity to learn other foreign languages. We usually only get the options to learn Spanish or French. At least in my small town. My favorite game? Oh, that'd be really hard to put it at the moment. Wow, what is my current favorite? Well, if you go by what my Steam says, it's RuneScape, but I wouldn't call that my favorite. I'm really heavy on a lot of the old school games. Like, I grew up playing for like the Super Nintendo, or as it was known in like Europe and the rest of the world, the Super Famicom. A lot of stuff like that. I'm a huge fan of MMOs. I love playing MMOs. Super hyped for Nightingale to come out. If I'm on Russian search engine for Russian stuff, you just get back to Google what you want and get in English. And with a game embargo, already high piracy rates and even higher. Wow. That sucks though. That you guys, there's just an embargo on games. Like, I'm assuming it's, we can't go too into depth about that. I don't imagine. I don't know how policed the media is. But I can imagine anything that's seen as like against the state would be embargoed for state ideals. What about you, Shimon? Or is it Shimon? What's your favorite game? That being said, though, out of like more modern games, I really did enjoy Remnant 2 and Remnant 1.
What does the tablet say?
Do not make me ask again. I have nothing to say to a demon.
say plenty, old man. Just watch. More victims?
Man, Triangle, that makes me big sad. Like I said, like, citizens are not their country, and they shouldn't be kept away from fun games.
You'll pay for what you've done to these people.
That's wild, though. CS:GO for like 3,000 hours? How do you... I hope you've been staying away from CS2 though, because like last I heard they had a huge like problem with people being able to execute code from the game lobby onto your computer, and that's kind of scary.
Interesting. Sadly, I think it's time to leave. But don't worry, we'll meet again.
I think I played like two games of CS2 when it came out. It's not something that my friends actively play, and I usually only play first-person shooters with my friends. Or if I'm actively hating myself, I'll play Apex.
I'll share what I learned from the tablet when the situation here becomes more stable.
We usually end up with like a lot of cheaters over here on like the Asian servers.
Good morning. I hope you slept well. You're wanted at the cathedral. By Father Varud himself.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that whole narrative play either. Honestly, we should all be actively working together to make a better world.
One more round.
Everything's spinning.
Sorry about that. Just kind of vibe into the music. Get pets for that.
Destiny is moving quickly.
Yeah, I always tend to avoid the whole politics situation. Mostly because that, like, you never know which side people lay on.
There, you met a friendly priest named Armin.
I know it's very derisive in America.
This priest
Real quick, I'm gonna give this, let this play out.
He was a Delane, a half-human, half-demon hybrid. Despite the darkness inside him, all Father Armin desired was to save the world. The two of you hunted down clues to the Ark across the continent, from the salt desert of Eudia to the war-torn nation of Luterra. There, you discovered the people of Luterra were suffering under the rule of the cruel regent, Sherrit. Sherrit was in league with the demons, working with the treacherous Carmine and the demon beast commander, Valtan. You and Armin helped Prince Thirain, the rightful heir to the throne, take back his kingdom at the Battle of the Glorious Wall.
I'm not from Japan, but I live in Japan. Although it would be rather impressive if I was Japanese, right? でもトロはここに住んでいますよね。
The battle at the Glorious Wall was an event that now we will connect you with the fate of the past.
See, unfortunately, America doesn't like to do much fence sitting. I think that my country would benefit from doing more of the fence sitting. I find that we tend to get a really bad name for ourselves.
It is time.
In the world community. That being said though, Shiman, I would definitely be a-okay with more Japanese people coming in here to like practice their English. It would definitely help me practice my Japanese. The Regent's forces raised the bridge so Prince Thirain's forces stopped attacking the main gate. Please climb the outer walls and lower the main gate. Got you.
Now, on to Luterra Castle. The enemy's defense.
Big old siege time.
To take down the wall, we'll split into 3 units. The left flank will climb the western wall. From there, we'll strike at the center.
Oh, that being said though, I absolutely love reading, and I did do writing in my spare time. At one point I did write a book, but I never finished it. I think I only got about 300 pages, and I left it up on a website. It's gotten a lot of views since then, but I wouldn't say it's good. But there are a lot of, like, there's a Russian author I like to read a lot of their books from. Actually, real quick, I'm going to look at my app, and you can tell me if you know any of these people. Let's see, where are they at? We have Vasily Mahanenko. I'm a big fan of his books. He writes a series called The Way of the Shaman. He also got another one, I think it's called The Alchemist. That was a good series. And I think the other guy is named D. Roos. But obviously these are just pen names, so... Or A. Osadchuk? I don't, I'm gonna write that in the chat. I don't know how to say that. I kind of have my caps lock wrong on that one. Let's see, do I have any more in here? A book series by a guy named A. Levodny. And yeah, D. Roos. He did a book series called Alter World. A lot of great fiction comes out of Russia. But I'll warn you ahead of time, like, Japanese is a really hard language, but I mean, if you're serious about it, definitely look into learning. I mean, it might be different from, like, the Slavic languages, it might be a little bit easier, but from an English perspective, it is a very, very difficult language. Oh, I absolutely love fantasy. I was actually talking to... It's on a little website called The Royal Road. I really like... For a while, my obsession was portal fiction, but now I'm big into a genre called like game lit or like lit RPG. Like fantasy in general is a huge new for me. Definitely anything in the fantasy genre. Yeah, there's so much good stuff on Royal Road that ends up published. So it's always fun to go there and meet people. Like if you're big on fantasy, I recommend a book series. It's called Emerillia, and I'll type that in the chat really quick. It's Emerillia. The first book is called The Trapped Mind Project. It's really good. Yeah, that's why I don't make my old book series very well known, because it's definitely not good. I would definitely like to go back into writing at some point, though. I was always very big into writing in general throughout my high school career. But I always find that your first story is kind of like making a YouTube channel when you're like 13 and making really cringy content that you just try to hide from the world.
We have to send a signal to Prince Thyrane.
But it's definitely a good place to put down roots if you're looking to write a book. Oh, I love solo leveling. Like I read some of the light novel when it was being wrote, but I got really into the webtoon because the art is just so good. Like, so much to the point that even though I've like read it a bunch of times, I bought like the manga version over here. But I don't really like how they have changed things, like localized it to Japan. But that being said, what's your favorite book, Shimon? Wrote my first book when I was 14 or something. It's so bad I still keep it saved just to see how much worse it could have been. Yeah, that's why I've never went and deleted it off of Royal Road, to be honest with you. I think though at some point I'll go back to writing. It is a lot of fun. Okay, what's your favorite light novel? In my opinion, light novels can be books too.
Mages, we'd better do something about that.
Also, thank you for the follow, Shimon. My alerts currently aren't working, so I didn't see that right away.
It'll be nearly impossible to break down the gate as it is.
Whereas, I would like to say, Yokozo Shiman-san, Nemuri no Mori da.
Someone jumped inside. Alone? Who would be so
Ooh, I just realized something I forgot. I am super excited for the remake of Jet Set Radio. You know, it's funny. One of the worst reviews I ever got on Royal Road was, "Your book reads like a thesaurus." And I think that was mostly because at the time I was reading a lot of the Dritsteward and like Forgotten Realms books. So I tried to go heavy into detail, and I realized that heavy into detail is not always a good thing.
It's you. Come on, let's go.
Your Highness, we'll handle it here. You need to go after Sheriff.
Understood. Don't get yourself killed in a place like this.
Harder to cite than web novel. So I somewhat understand this web novel is really... Yeah, see, that was a thing, right? I've spent way too much money on web novel. But I think I read that? Maybe not that exact one. There was a webtoon with something similar, but it wasn't the author who went into the book. It was the a reader, the omniscient reader's viewpoint, or something like that. Well, keep at it, Triangle, and send me a link to it when you start writing. I would love to read it.
Thirain, the Prince of Lutera.
I remember I was subbed to a friend who's an author's Patreon for a while, and I ended up becoming a character in a novel. So that was pretty fun.
You found Asta, the Ark of Trust, deep within the tomb of King Lutera. But soon, the peace was broken. The Demon Mayhem Legion, led by Kakul Sadon,
I'll have to give it a read.
Gloria's domain in East Lutera.
Lately, I've been reading a series called.
Campaign of
No, give me a second. I'm so bad at remembering things.
Took its toll on poor Father Armin. And though the fortress was saved, some still believed the survivors to be under demonic influence.
Rise of the Cheap Potion Maker.
When the soldiers of the Holy Sacrian Empire arrived to pass judgment.
That's another author friend of mine. Rise of the Cheap Potion Maker is really good. Sorry, I had to plug my phone in since I use it as a webcam.
Upon arriving at Borea Fortress, Sacrian priests started to interrogate the residents to find demon worshippers.
Yeah, see, a lot of it is like Chinese translated novels, and some of them are really good, but some of them are also terrible. It's the monetization about it all that kind of sucks. Like having to pay for chapters, let's just say I've probably spent over $1,000 and I'm kind of ashamed of it. Let's see. I need to look up what this class is called. Let's see. What is the button for character? Character profile. Soul Eater, okay. Oops, wrong button. But see, Triangle, that's the good thing about pen names. Nobody really has to know that it's you. And my book got a lot of negative criticism from people. I think it's rated like either a 3.5 or a 4 on Royal Road, but I wouldn't call it good. There's definitely a lot of negative that you're gonna get when you first throw yourself out there, but I guess it's on how you choose to treat it. I decided to treat it as like a learning experience and, you know, took that criticism and learned from it. But I also haven't written anything in forever. I had a doc for a while, like a Word document that I was like beginning to write in, but ADHD is a hell of a thing. I believe it is. Let me, you know what, before I look up the build real quick, I'll look for the sake of it. It terrifies me looking at it, but I'll go check. Oh, actually, yeah, I've got a 4. Or, was that a 3.9? Something like that. I've got almost 4 stars. It's like a tiny branch. Let's see. Oh wow, 40 upvotes for fiction reviews. How long my wait, what is that? Got 61 followers, I guess, which isn't terrible. It's not great, but okay, fine. You know what? For you guys, there you go. That won't get posted again, so remember it well. I am not proud of the writing, but it is something for sure. Anyways, back to the build guide. Max roll. $420 points. Do I have that at my disposal right now? Let's see, it's K. I have 124 skill points. Let's go ahead and lower that down. Oh, that's always fun. It says 268 points. Is there only one build for this? The Full Moon Harvester? Looks like crit specialization. Four on Lunatic Edge with that one. Death Order gets 7. With that and that. Astaros gets 10. Do I have Astaros? Oh, yep, it's that skill. And it's those 3. That, and then the Misery. Save that for now. Gluttony gets 4. So I don't have that map. Oh, go down 1. And we choose Soul Reversal. Do I have anything else? Spectral Coffin get anything? It does not look like it, so we'll put Gluttony where Spectral Coffin is. Oh! I promise you that it's not worth the read, but I think I wrote that when I was 20? 21? Something like that? So there's a lot to be improved on. It feels really angsty. But I'm hoping to, like, you know, get the energy and the time together to actually write something I enjoy. But I appreciate you adding it to your read later. I apologize ahead of time for how bad it is. Soul Drain, do I have that? I don't have Soul Drain. So these are all purple. These are Deathlord skills. So these ones aren't actually going to be used. Lethal Spinning we can get rid of then for soul drain, which is going to get 10. Okay. It is definitely my first book. Circle X circle. Oh, wrong button. Circle X circle. It definitely gave me a lot to work on, and like the dialogue at first is really bad. That's why, like, in a sarcastic fit, I named one of the chapters now with, I think it was now with dialogue or believable dialogue. I would definitely consider myself a real amateur though.